Friends, welcome. Come on in, come make yourself at home. Grab a pen and paper if you haven't got one already, because you are going to want to make a lot of notes in this. Welcome, I'm Kat Miller, and in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you 3 things that you need to master in order to hit your first 100K. So this video is for you if you've got a whole lot of ideas and things going on. Maybe you started your business and there's a whole heap of things that you need to do. Obviously in business there's always so much to do, so maybe you've got a lot of ideas but you're not really sure which one to focus on, and you need that laser focus clarity so that you know that you're not wasting time on all the things that you could be doing in business, right? You know you have knowledge that can help people, but you really need to know how to market it correctly. What are the things that you need to actually grow out your business and make sure that you hit your 100K per year? Excuse me. It's for you if you're over watching everyone else succeed and you're wondering when it's your turn. Like, you're happy for people, you celebrate people, but you're also thinking, what about me? Like, when am I going to get my clients? When am I going to actually get fully booked as a coach or consultant, or whatever it is you do in as a service-based business owner? So you're in the right place. If any of that resonates, give me a Y for yes in the comments if you would love to make 6 figures, 100K in your business or more every year, working from home, doing what you love, helping people change their lives, really making a difference. Just give me a Y in the chat box, in the comment box. I'm so used to using Zoom. If that's something that you would love, if you'd love to make 100K doing what you love and never have to work for anyone ever again, right? Because that's what this training is all about. It's about getting you to a point where you know exactly how you can hit what I call your freedom figure. There's 2 numbers that you must know in your business and keep top of mind all the time if you're trying to build out your business and get more clients. And the first figure is what I call your freedom figure. And your freedom figure is the figure that you need to make every single month to know that you're free. You have freedom. You don't have to work for anyone else ever again unless you want to. So you get to choose. Oh, do I want to take on a part-time job, do a contract role, do a bit of freelancing over here? You can do that, but you don't have to, because you're reaching your freedom figure. Your freedom figure is the amount, maybe it's 10K a month, 20K a month. What is it where you're going to have enough to cover all your bills and never stress about money again? You're going to have enough to have a lifestyle, so you're not burning yourself out, so you can actually take holidays and have a lifestyle with this thing. And just give me a Y if you want to have a lifestyle where you make money, but you also can take breaks. You can visit your family, your friends, go on holiday. You don't just want to be a slave to your laptop, right? Yeah, we're getting some yeses. Hello, Donna. Hi, Lisa. Great to have you here. So your first 100K is usually the hardest, because you're putting in all these foundations in your business where it feels like there's a million things to do. There's so many things to set up. So I want you to just forget a whole lot of things that you could be doing and really focus on these 3 things in your business. Before I dive into the 3 things and what they actually are, the second number that you need to know is how many clients do you want or need in order to hit that freedom figure. So if you want to make 20K a month, and so $5,000 a week, and you want to work 20 hours, you divide 5,000 by 20, and that's how much you need to charge per hour. So if you take your let's say your first goal of 100K, or maybe 10K a month, $2,500 a week, you divide that by how many hours you want to work, and that's your hourly rate. Or you might say, I'll work as many hours as I need to as long as I reach my freedom figure. You might say, okay, well, this is my hourly rate. This is how many hours I need to work. So I want you to keep those 2 figures top of your mind. A lot of people don't know these figures. They just have no clue. They'd just be happy to make something, right? But we always want to know where we're heading, what we're aiming towards. Okay, so if you feel like you get caught up in so many different things that you could be doing in your business, I want to dive into just the 3 things that I recommend you master and laser focus on. All right, don't get caught up blogging, YouTubing, podcasting until you've got these 3 things in place. The first thing is to craft a signature offer. craft a signature offer. Something a lot of people get wrong when they're in startup stage is they don't take the time to really build out an amazing offer, like an irresistible offer, an offer that's a no-brainer that people really want to buy. And they either price it incorrectly, too cheap or too expensive. They don't have great bonuses. They don't have a great structure or delivery method all mapped out. You want a killer offer, like an absolutely compelling offer. And in order to do this, you have to be really clear on your ideal client and on your message. The way that you craft a beautiful offer that people want to buy is by really understanding your ideal clients and what they want. You don't want to craft this beautiful offer full of value, but no one wants it. All right. So the thing that makes an amazing offer is you really researching and getting to know your ideal client so you know what they need. I didn't know this in my first 100K in business. So I figured it out as I went along, but I had lots and lots and lots of conversations with people, and I hung out in groups, and I hung out and went to lots of networking events, and I coached a lot of people for free, and I just spent a lot of time with business owners and started to hear all the different problems that they had. They struggled with copywriting, they struggled with technology, they struggled with sales, and all of these things formed my offer. So you don't want your offer to just be coaching, for example. No one wants just coaching. People want a signature system, a roadmap, a blueprint that they can follow that's going to get them from their problem, where they are to where they want to be, from A to Z. And it's your job to map that out and get your offer really clear, and then get your messaging clear. Your messaging is the language that you're going to use to basically show people the transformation journey. The beliefs that you have that you need to communicate to your ideal clients by educating them on the gaps so that they will also be able to get the kind of results that you've got. So I recommend that you create your offer with some time with you, some coaching with you, whether that's one-on-one or in a group setting, but most people really need one-on-one. And when you're in startup stage, if you haven't got to your first 100K yet, I recommend that you do one-on-one, as much one-on-one as you can, because that's where you get the most transformation. People get the best results. You get to practice and really hear what people are struggling with and how you can help them. Like when I first started off, every single client that I talked to, I would create something for them and send it to them. Like they would say, oh, I just don't know where to start when it comes to posting on social media. Oh, okay, I'll create a guide for you. Create the guide, email it through to them. And that all started forming my course, and like developing just lots of tools and resources for people. And I just kept it in a Google Drive. This is before I had ClickFunnels and I had my portal online. It was just all Google, Drive documents, and that's fine. It's all about getting the result. So you want to have some some coaching with them, but you also want to have some content for them, videos that they can watch, resources that they can download, tangible checklists and guides, and some video training that's step by step that they can watch maybe in between your coaching sessions. You want to have bonuses that relate to all the things that they're struggling with. So for example, one of the bonuses that I've offered recently, when I've offered my Client Attraction Accelerator program, one of the bonuses I offered was a copywriting makeover. I've offered a technology session with me where I get behind the scenes and share my screen with people and actually help them build out a funnel or an email nurture sequence or a Facebook ad. So my bonuses that I've put into my offer are directly related to the biggest problems that people have, and it just gets them over the line. So you've got your signature offer, and then you might bonus in some time with you, or a VIP workshop, or a mastermind session. Just think, this is why it's so important that you understand your ideal client so intimately, that you really understand their problems, where they're struggling, and the types of things that you can create for them. So in your offer, you want to have some type of coaching, some type of content, and also some type of community. Now, a lot of people freak out because they think, oh, well, I don't really have a big following, or I don't have a community yet, and I don't want to have a community with like 2 people in it. When I first started as a business coach, one of the first workshops I ran was in the little space in Bondi Junction. Does anyone know the little space in Bondi Junction? It's such a cute space. I used to run quite a few workshops there, and I ran a workshop there called The Business of Speaking, and I talked about how to make money as a speaker, and I sold I think it was called Speak to Influence. It was a course called Speak to Influence. It was $897, and it was 6 months, and 2 people bought. It was a very small workshop. 2 people bought, and it was such a valuable offer, but I just didn't have enough people in the room. But every single week, I showed up for 6 months. So 24 hours of creating all new content for 2 people. Every week I showed up, and usually there was only one of them there, so they got the full-on one-on-one session, but it was training, and it was such a great offer. But I learned so much through that. And so even though there's only 2 people, that was the community. And so it doesn't matter. Like now I've obviously got a bigger community, but you just start with what you've got. You've just got to start small, and you run it. You don't pull back just because only a few people are there. You can gift it to friends. Like I gifted, when I first launched Amplify Your Influence Accelerated, I gifted a couple of memberships to friends just to fill it out and create a bit more of a community. But people want peers, community, people that are going on the journey together, so that you can build that camaraderie, that it's like a peers, colleagues, we're all going on this journey together, helping and supporting each other. So those are the 3 C's that I recommend that your offer has. But you also want to make sure that you're really clear on the benefits of everything that's in your offer, the value. Make sure that you get the price point right. I mean, there's a lot to creating an awesome offer, but it doesn't have to take you long. You could build it all out in an afternoon. So that's one of 3 things that I recommend you focus on mastering as an entrepreneur to get to your first 100K. The second thing that I recommend is that you create a sales mechanism. Create a sales mechanism. So you've got this great offer. Now you've got to figure out how you're going to sell that offer. So what's going to be the sales process? So think about how you're actually going to get people to buy it. Are you going to sell it on a discovery call, like some type of consult strategy session, or are you going to sell it on like an order form on a landing page on your website, for example, or building out a ClickFunnels landing page? So if you are going to sell it one-on-one, which is what I'd recommend and start up for most of you, then you've got to have a way to get them to register for a free call, which means you need a booking page, and that hooks into your calendar. So I use Calendly, for example, and I embed it into a landing page on ClickFunnels so that people can just book it online, and they get sent the reminders automatically. We don't want to run an old school business where we're doing everything manually. I'll grab your phone. Okay, are you free Tuesday? Oh no, I can't do that. Oh no, I can't do that. You're going back and forth. Such a waste of time, right? So you just want people to book in online. It's all automated. They get an email, clear instructions on what to do, like the Zoom link, or maybe you're going to give them a call, whatever you decide. Maybe you're going to have a written sales letter before they jump on, or maybe a video that they watch before they jump on. Maybe you're going to get them to fill out a survey. So these are all the things you need to think about with your sales process. Maybe you're going to have a webinar and then invite them into a call at the end of your webinar, or maybe you're going to have like a case study video or some kind of downloadable freebie to get them on the call. So that whole sales process, it does take longer, but coming up to the holidays, you've got a bit of time. That's when I built mine out, was during the holidays over summer when I had less clients, and I just sat at home and built it all out. Because remember, this becomes an asset. If you want to hit your freedom figure, you've got to put in the work. You can't just post on social organically and expect clients to come to you. It doesn't work that way. You've got to build a mechanism, a structure behind the scenes. Does anyone have any questions? Just pop any questions in the chat box. Hello, Anna. Good to see you here. yeah, any questions, please feel free to pop them through. Okay, number 3, the third thing that you need to master to get to 100K in your business is create compelling content. Create compelling content. So content that is compelling, it draws people in, it attracts their attention, and it engages them. The best way to have compelling content is to really understand your ideal client, because then you're going to use their language, you're going to speak directly to their specific problem. You're not going to be super vague and big picture. You're going to be very specific to them. And the content is the way that you get people to see your offer or see your invitation into the sales call. So really, this is a marketing piece. We've got a great offer, a way to sell it, and then a traffic source, a lead generation strategy. So I want you to focus on 1, 2, or 3 things. I was on a workshop a couple of weeks ago, and it was really cool. Like, the guy was great, but he sent this gift through on email, which was, it was something like 400 lead generation strategies. And I think he was thinking, oh, I want to be really valuable and give like 400 ways that you can get clients, maybe to prove that there's just so many different ways to get clients, because a lot of people are like, oh, where do I get clients? But it just, for me, was very overwhelming and potentially quite confusing, and could just take you off in all these different directions. You really need to pick one and focus on it for a week or 30 days, right? So instead of doing a few social media posts here and there, PR, YouTubing, blogging, podcasts, go for the power of less. Go for the power of less is more. So go to where you're going to get the most leads as quickly as possible for the least amount of money, especially when you're in startup. You're bootstrapping, you're trying to save money. Don't do all the lead generation strategies. Just focus on 1, 2, or 3 max traffic strategies over the next 7 days, 30 days, even 90 days. And whether that's paid traffic or free. But typically your business page on Facebook is only getting about 1% reach. So it's almost no one sees it. So you want to build up free traffic in other ways. I like a combination of free and paid traffic. But when you're first starting out, you want to be able to validate your offer and run it through a lot of people first. So it's really about reaching out to people that are warmer, like people that you know. And your job is just to do everything that you can to help as many people as quickly as possible. That's what builds your business, is having a great offer, selling it, even if you have to, like, not discount, but say, okay, this is the price of it, and I'm going to do a partial scholarship for the first 5 people. And you actually tell them like the full amount, but you say, I'm going to take $500 off or 50% off for the first 5 people as a founding member price. And that's a great way to get testimonials, to get practice, to get people in the door. You don't want to discount by saying, oh, it's a beta test, I'm going to discount it. It makes it sound a bit amateur. But if you say it's a partial scholarship as a founding member, it's only for this amount of people, and then this is going to be the price, that's a really great strategy. So you can create something really awesome, get it set up in a week, and actually start making a lot more money, right? And that's what it's not obviously all about making money, but it is about helping people. And we can't help people if we're broke and thinking about ourselves and struggling with our bills. We help people when we are feeling free, feeling light. That's where we get more creative, solve problems, get more ideas. So just to recap, the 3 things that you need to master to get to 100K. Number 1, craft a signature offer, an irresistible signature offer. Number 2 is create a sales mechanism in order to sell that offer. And number 3 is create compelling content. And the content, like good copywriting, is about 80% of your marketing. So when you create that compelling content on video and written, that's what draws people into your offer. I have an offer validation guide that I just found in my files when I was putting this training together, and it's 8 different things that your offer needs to have. If you'd like that, just drop the word offer guide in the comments and I will send that to you. I just found it. I'll just flick you an email if you'd like that, and just put the word offer guide in there. Donna has a question. Do you contact people by PM to build relationship from other groups? I have a whole strategy on DMs and PMs. Basically, what I do in Facebook groups, and I don't do it a lot now, but when I first started out I did, is I would just jump on and be really helpful. I started off doing it on forums. Before Facebook groups, there were these forums, and I used to just answer people's questions, share about my journey, build relationships in Facebook groups. And I wouldn't ever pitch in there. I would only ever just chat to people and build relationships. And then if I did PM them, it was literally just conversational. I would never offer anything. I'd wait till there was about 3 to 5 messages back and forth. And then I'd literally, the first step is always to give them something. So I'd give them a free resource. I'd say, hey, I've got something that might help you out. So I like them to actually read something or watch a video, or because when you're creating a lot of content, like I've got so much content now, I've got hundreds of videos, hundreds of resources, that when I'm chatting with someone, I think, oh, I've got a cheat sheet on that, or I've got a video on that. So I prefer to send them something like that, and then invite them into a call. And then if they like it, like I don't actually pop the link in, I'll just say, hey, I've got this thing, would you like it? If they say yes, then I'll send it to them. And then I might follow up, hey, how'd you find it? Do you have any questions? And then, hey, would you like to jump on a call, and I'll help you with that. And it's literally a no obligation chat, and really casual, very social. PMing and DMing is becoming more and more salesy. I'm sure we've all experienced that, so you've got to tread really carefully and do it in the right way. But yeah, really powerful way to build relationships with people fast. Awesome. So drop off a guide if you want me to send you that. And I ran a webinar last night called the Client Attraction Accelerated Masterclass. There were a lot of people registered, but not everyone can make it. So I set up late last night, organizing the replay, editing it all up, and the replay is now ready. So if you would like to watch that replay, I'm just going to pop in the comments the link. It's available just for the next 48 hours. So if you want to check it out, you want to watch it in the next couple of days, it'll be coming down at the end of Friday. So I've just popped the link there in the chat. I keep saying chat box, I'm so used to Zoom, in the comments box. So if you do want to watch the replay, jump on that. You can grab instant access to that. I got lots of really positive feedback about it. Some people were saying it was the best webinar they'd been on in 2020, so that's good. It was really packed with value, a lot of gems. There's nothing to buy at the end. It's literally just, I just wanted to give back. It's my last one for the year. And so that is done. So I look forward to seeing you next Wednesday. After that, there'll be 2 weeks break for holidays. So see you next Wednesday at 8 o'clock for the last Facebook Live that I'm doing in 2020. I look forward to seeing you then. If you've got any questions, pop them in the chat box. If you're watching the replay, just give me a hashtag replay so I know that you came, and let me know. How did you find the training? What was your favorite tip out of the 3? And any questions, just reach out. Look forward to seeing you soon. Bye, my friends.